Ralphie and Dark Blue is kind of the most notable clouds, at least in the local scene here. Ralphie, you know, better results than Dark Blues. You know, I'd say like they're around the same caliber, but Ralphie is probably going to be a little bit more of a challenge for numbers here.
For sure, and I think actually recently at Smash Tag, Ralphie was able to take it over numbers. The first time in a while he was able to do so.
Yeah, numbers, it took him a while, but he eventually found his like anti-cloud strategy.
Oh, he's without a jump. Oh my god, he's super dead. Yeah, numbers is so consistent. He's like, I know you're not gonna air dodge here, so you're just gonna get spiked by this. And he knows, like, he's so good at like knowing where players are gonna go when they don't have a jump.
Ooh, he had limit there, and even and it didn't matter. And right now, a quick response to get 59% onto John Numbers, but you know, he's down a whole stock. He's going to have to do a whole lot in order to actually bring this back to even. But we're seeing Ralphie actually get a lot of mileage off of this one win in neutral.
All right, and the up throw up air right there, 2 at the 0% mark. Wow, great shield cancel by Numbers.
Ooh, the moving platform actually took Ralphie out of that, out of the range for the jab 3.
You know, after a really strong start from Numbers, we're seeing a nice little comeback here by by Ralphie.
Yeah, but at this, so when I usually see something like this, it actually doesn't bode well for the person who had the lead at the start, because you know they got that, you know, Numbers got that amazing play, but if he can't rely on those big plays to win the set.
Right.
So if Ralphie is actually doing like, if he is as consistent as he is right now in the neutral for the rest of the set, this is actually going to be a real uphill climb for Numbers, even if the stock count doesn't look like it.
And it's kind of funny because you notice against Dark Blues, Numbers actually likes to stay at the ledge a lot of the time, but versus Ralphie, he's opting to stay more on the stage. And it's odd because you think, oh, Numbers, or rather, Dark Blues is the more notable like ledge trapper, but right now it's just Numbers. He wants to keep himself on the stage against Ralphie.
I think that it might be that sort of, you know, knowing that Dark Blues loves to do the ledge trapping, he probably plays a certain way around that. And Ralphie, maybe in the throughout their history, hasn't been as reliant on that, and it might be the sort of mix-up that Numbers wasn't prepared for. Wow, that's a lot of damage.
Oh, that fair? Tech chase? Ooh, trying to get the rollback was Numbers.
And a nice pivot grab, putting Ralphie off stage once again.
Oh, and a back air. Wow, still not going to take it. That wasn't the strongest hitbox. That was actually the 11% one. But an up air onto the stage is really risky. It's actually very, very punishable. If you just shift yourself back and F-tilt it right there like Numbers was doing. Yeah,
I've heard that the cloud up air from the ledge is akin to the double laser from the ledge in Melee. And that's not safe.
It's not safe.
It's not safe.
It's probably safer than double lasers, to be honest, because if you shield, a lot of time you can just kind of get for it. But
well, no, I mean, double lasers, the big problem is crouch canceling it.
Oh, yeah, no, but like, you can, I think there's a little bit less you can do at up air in this game. Tiny bit.
Nah, I think probably.
It's not the worst option in the world, I don't think. I don't think it's like terrible. It's just not like always safe if like the player knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a big string for Ralphie, and this is why he opted to go to Battlefield. Those up air strings so much better on this stage, and a down tilt going right through that sun salutation.
Ooh, and he actually gets a forward throw right there.
Wait a minute, without a jump. Oh, just gonna opt for the down air punish. Good tech chase by Numbers. Okay, a little bit of an early up smash from Numbers. Usually only opts for that at very high percents, but
wow, that was a big down air. And we're seeing the pressure that Numbers is trying to exert onto Ralphie, given that we now have these platforms in play. But at the same time, we're seeing, very similar to most of that last game, Ralphie just putting Numbers off stage and keeping him there, eventually sealing it with a meaty back air. One might even call it a nice back air.
A nice back air. Ooh, nice down. Now Ralphie's being so consistent at his ledge trapping answer, where maybe this is why Numbers not staying at the ledge as long as you would think. He's going to detail. Oh, maybe Ralphie didn't realize that was a regrab. Numbers off the stage for so long.
Do you know if Cloud down tilt actually reaches Wii Fit after she's regrabbed?
Oh, yeah. It reaches almost every character in the game on ledge.
Well, if it isn't going to reach one character, it might be Wii Fit.
And very well might be. Getting back to the ground is Ralphie with a pretty big lead here, 49%, certainly a whole lot. I mean, obviously Numbers has the ability to kill that off without a jump. Ooh, Numbers opting not to capitalize. Nair.
Numbers putting on more and more pressure, finally Ralphie manages to land, and he actually gets the reversal. Numbers is now off stage. He's gonna.
Oh, Ralphie. Okay, he did just enough to get back to the stage. Numbers smartly not going low there, and allowing him to get back. That back air, very well spaced, going to cast that down air.
Yeah, no, it can be really hard for a lot of characters. He's fine, you know, in terms of living, but
oh
no,
my
he's not.
goodness.
Wow,
Ralphie's like,
fist
guess
bump.
what? I'm going to click the up button again and again and again, and then I'm going to click the ground up button again. Here we go. Obstacle do right here. Nair, tech chase, you're dead. You're super duper dead.
And that was really good. It covered so many options. The only thing Numbers could have done in that situation was tech roll away.
Yes, and even that, it's really hard to judge that because a lot of players do often read the tech roll away because the only one they can't really react to a lot of the time.
Or it's the one that covers the least amount of options.
Yes.
You know, so it's just like, it's by default, people love to tech roll away because it requires a hard commitment for the other player to actually punish it.
Wait a minute. Nice little up air by Numbers. Completely fresh. 20%. Ooh, triple up air into the soccer ball. Ralphie already at a clean 59%.
I'm getting flashbacks to game one here right now. 69% already onto Ralphie.
Is he going to be able to hit Numbers before taking any more? Wow, that air dodge just barely getting through that sun salutation.
That was those little hops.
My goodness. Oh my goodness. This is very akin to game number one. With the start that Numbers had, he's without a jump.
He's got a jump and a trade that will really work out for Numbers.
Wait a minute. This might be death. No, getting that smart double down or uppy rather for Ralphie. But with the deep breathing here, Numbers being forced off the stage as he committed a little too hard there.
Right now, 145% on Ralphie. That does mean that he definitely can fall victim to Numbers stuff, but at the same time, if Numbers isn't careful...
Ooh, a committal up air by Numbers is going to get big stock for him.
Oh, yeah. And we haven't really seen this game yet. Ralphie able to, you know, the previous games, what really was helping him out was he would get Numbers in a bad position and just, you know, rinse, repeat, keep him there. Let's see if maybe he gets something like that started again.
Back air into the side of the stage for Ralphie. He really does have to get one of these stocks early. Numbers is going to capitalize off you making the smallest mistakes at the slow percents. But an off smash, so I think it just yet. We've Chinner not exactly light, and right in that midway category.
And we can see that Ralphie is starting to get hungry for this kill. He knows that if he can take out Numbers stock right now, this is absolutely still doable. But the more and more extra credit that Numbers tacks on, the more and more difficult it will be, even if he manages to take Numbers stock here.
Ooh, what a nice ledge cancel.
Yeah, that was the air dodge cancel on the ledge. A busted option that I think that people
I think and we're seeing a lot more people like incorporate that nowadays because it's so difficult to deal with. As you air dodge and you just go right past the ledge.
And because you have no lag, you can immediately act. Or
Great
air
Ralphie opting to read a neutral getup. Numbers been doing that quite a bit this game. Is he going to get the stock? No. Even with all that rage, Numbers still going to be living that.
But at the very least, it does mean that he got to turn around that bad situation.
Oh, what a mix-up by Numbers, crossing up the shield of Ralphie with that roll.
Ooh, and a back air from Numbers once again. That is the strong one.
He's dead. Yeah. Up air, too much lag, especially when you hit someone with it. And that is going to be the set for John Numbers, a 2-stock in game number 3. And a Numbers versus Dill Grand Final, or Winners Finals, rather, we are going to be seeing.
Yep. And I am certainly... Wait, that's Numbers Dill? Oh.
That is Numbers Dill indeed.
It's going to be a fun one.
It's a fun one.
It's a fun one.
You ready? Okay, look. So let's see.
In the meantime, though, it looks like we'll be moving on into Losers Bracket, where we have probably the only match we can take at the moment would be Masato versus